So day two, we are going to focus on interview manners and etiquettes. So basically, we are going to focus on how we need to present ourselves when we go for an interview, because you all are soon going to go for your campus placements. You'll be visiting schools. You'll be going meeting different people. You'll be interacting with principals and HRs, and you need to know certain things that you can do from your own side before, other than the content part or the academics part, how you need to present yourself when you go to for an interview. So before we start, I just want to go do some icebreaker activities. So, anybody would like to, share any uh, negative or bad or embarrassing uh, interview stories that you all have ever faced? Like maybe, something didn't go right and then you were a little embarrassed about it. Anything like that? Okay. So no one has ever had any embarrassing stories. Okay. Can you all tell me some of your maybe your bucket list? Do you know? Do you all know what a bucket list is
The things that we want to do
in
that are
life?
in our list.
Absolutely. So, would anyone like to share certain things that you have in your bucket list, certain things that you have tick, कि हाँ ये हो गया है, and there are certain things that you need to do more in life? I'm just doing a little bit this so that I can build a rapport with you, so that I can understand how you are, what you are, so that I'll be able to help you out more when start when we start with the session. So anybody would like to share something? Okay, I think I should just start.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes, Anjali.
uh, I just want to travel alone once in a life.
Okay, great. Do you think you're prepared for it? Like, you think you are almost there near your bucket list? मतलब finance
Yes,
tick हो गया,
not
सब हो
not
गया.
a financially, but I am
Okay,
confident to travel
confident.
alone.
Okay, great. That's amazing. Yes, Miss Mamta.
Ma'am, I want to publish my own book.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I hope you are almost reaching your bucket list. You're, you know, writing things and doing a little research and everything. Great. Okay, so let me just go ahead and start with the session for today. So today we are going to focus on interview manners and etiquettes. So when we come to interview manners and etiquettes, I will be listing down certain things that you need to uh, pay attention. You need to follow this. You need to consciously think whether I am doing this or not, and if not, then why am I not doing it, and if how can I improve myself. So let's go on to the first, which is prepare. I think I told something like this related to the soft skills also, that and basically whatever you do, you need to prepare a lot. So um so the first is research about the institution and your interviewers. So wherever you go for an interview, whichever school that you go for an interview, you need to understand what kind of school it is, what kind of board they have, who are the people who I am going to meet, I'll be working with. So you need to do a little bit research. You cannot just blindly go into the school, walk into the school saying that, okay, I want to give an interview, I don't know anything about you, I don't want to know anything about you, you just ask me questions, I know I am perfect for this institution. That doesn't work like that. So you need to know a little bit more about the school or the college that you're going. Practice your answers to common interview questions, which I will give you a list of common interview questions that you need to go through and practice. But when before going for an interview, you always need to remember that they are going to definitely ask you the question, tell me about yourself. So when they ask you to tell you about yourself, you need to think all the things that you need to tell, which are necessary, that you need to tell in front of them. I will get back to that again later. Study the job description and note required skills, qualities, and experiences. What is a job description? Can anybody tell me what job description means? Yes, Nehal.
Ma'am, job description means that what job requirements are, what we're supposed to do in that particular job that the people are hiring us for.
Absolutely right. So basically, it is a profile that you are going to be expected to do when you get a job. So if they say that you are an HR, so what are the things that are going to, you are supposed to do when you get that job? Are you supposed to mail people? Are you supposed to correspond with people, or are you supposed to be hiring people, or what is exactly your job? Same with the schools. Are you going to be an assistant teacher? Are you going to be a teacher? What is the role? What are the things that are expected from you? What are the subjects that you're going to teach? Like, for example, in schools and all, it is fixed that whatever your subject you have done your graduation, you will get. But sometimes in colleges, you might have done your masters in maybe management, and you will be given there. You might not be very efficient in teaching BK accounts. So you might think whether am I supposed to teach accounts also, or am I just supposed to teach OC or SP also? So all those things basically are the job descriptions. Um, Job roles, responsibilities of the position, yes. Like if you need to understand whether you'll be made a class teacher of any particular class, then if you're made a class teacher, then what will be your roles and responsibilities? So all these things comes under the job description. Be prepared with the examples of your work. Like for example, they might not ask you whether you're good at this or whether you're good at that. You need to showcase your talent or showcase good work that you have done. So what you do, what you need to whenever you talk about yourself, or whenever they ask you, have you ever experienced this, or have you ever had this experience? So you need to tell them, see, I have done this things. I have been a student council member in my college, and I have done all these activities. I have made sure that these activities will be done. I have been this particular leader. I have arranged this particular thing. I have written a book, or I have done a research with my teacher as my guide. So all these things which becomes your positive points, you need to highlight them in front of the interviewer. Plan your interview attire the night before. So we all, women have the tendency of, I don't know whether you all have, but I have. When I get up in the morning, I stand in front of the cupboard, and I stand there for 10 minutes thinking, what should I wear? And I'm blank because there are so many clothes, but I still feel there are no enough clothes for me to wear on that particular day. And I am just baffled, like, should I be shopping for some more clothes, or should I just wear some old clothes, or did I wear this last week, or did I wear this week? All those things come rush into my mind. I don't know if y'all are like this. Y'all might be more sorted, but I am like that. So, but on an interview day, I don't do that. I plan my clothes before itself, sometimes even way before, the 2 3 days before, that I am going to wear these clothes, so that I don't waste any time on all these things on the day of the interview, and I go there without any confusion in my mind. Prepare smart questions for your interviews. So smart questions is basically, if they always ask, do you have any questions for us? So suppose if I ask you, suppose if I'm an interviewer and I'm interviewing you, and okay, so I want, can somebody uh, volunteer to be an interviewee for me? Does anybody want to volunteer to be? Or should I just randomly call out people? Okay, Vanishri, would you like to volunteer?
Okay, ma'am. I will
Yeah.
try.
Okay, so Vanishri, tell me about yourself.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Vanishri Upadhyaya. I'm living in Santa Cruz. I'm pursuing B.Ed in MES Pillai College of Education and Research. Currently, I'm seeking teaching job for me. And I have already married. I have 2 kids. My husband and my children are living with me. That's it, ma'am.
Okay. So have you done anything in your B.Ed, during your B.Ed, that stands out, saying that okay, you like I should feel that I should hire you?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
So, have you done anything extraordinary during your B.Ed course that I should feel that you are a good candidate and I should hire you?
Yes, ma'am. I have participated in teaching aids, and I got prize in that competition.
Okay, very
I
good.
can do more teaching aids like this.
Okay, very good. So Vanishri, we will let you know about this, about the process ahead. Do you have any questions to ask us?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So what Vanishri did here is that she did not have any questions. So she said, okay, no, I don't have any questions. But just to jab when they ask you that whether you have any questions, you can ask them questions like, so what is the salary that I should expect from you people? What kind of salary? What are your timings, work timings? What are your leave policies? And all these things, good, you can ask them. छुट्टी मिलता है क्या? मतलब ये दिन पे छुट्टी मिलता है क्या? अगर ऐसा कुछ एक फंक्शन रहेगा घर पे तो हाफ डे लेने को होगा क्या? और अगर करवा चौथ आता है तो हाफ डे मिलेगा क्या, या छुट्टी मिलेगा क्या? All these things you cannot ask them, because then this gives them an impression that this person is just focused on leave, like उनको इनको बस छुट्टी चाहिए. Then you should not ask them about that what all work am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do work for others also, or what? Because I don't like doing work, I just focus on my work and I just leave. Will I have to do all these things? Will I have to do that? I'm not good at dancing, so I don't make me dance. Then all these things, all these questions will just create more negative perception about you. So if you want to ask questions, you ask questions like what certain policies about the school that you are not aware of. Maybe, what is the work culture here? How do you all work? For how many hours do you work in this school? Do you is it necessary, or are the teachers made to wait after the school for certain work, or is there a training program that is given to the teachers very often for their development? All these questions are very great questions that showcase that you are interested in working in this organization. So it puts you in that top, top 5, top 10, whatever the list is, that they will want to take you into their system. Then when you go, take copies of your resume. Don't just go with one resume, because it always happens that they will take one resume here, one resume inside, and you don't know how many people will need. And sometime it so happens that you might just meet some other school. You might just while going to one school, you just see that there is one more school, just a good school beside that school, so you can just drop in and give your resume there also. So always take multiple copies of your resume, take a notebook, take a pen. All these things are very, very necessary. Take photos are very necessary. Nowadays when you make a resume, you can make a photo resume with, I mean, a resume with your photo. That also works, but always carry some photos. And always, whenever you are giving your resume, or whenever you are dropping in your resume, you should always put it in a envelope and give. Just don't give it to the watchman saying ye principal ko de dena ye resume. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Put it in an envelope, write, put a proper, write your name and everything, your details, and then you give it to them. Timing is everything. You should not be late to an interview. Do not expect an interviewer to wait for you, that saying that, okay, maybe she is stuck in traffic, maybe she is having some problems with the train. No. If you are going to be late because of some certain thing, like कुछ रोड में एक्सीडेंट हो गया या ट्रेन में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया और लेट हो रहे, तो इन्फॉर्म देम कि sir, ma'am, this is the situation, I am stuck here. I had left my home at this time, but I am stuck here, because of which I will not be able to reach on time. And this thing that you need to do is, you need to do it before that time of the interview. Not like 1 बजे का इंटरव्यू था, हम 1:30 बजे उनको बता रहे दैट ट्रेन में अटके हुए हैं, इसके लिए हमको लेट हो रहा है. 1 बजे का इंटरव्यू है, तो 12:45 12:30 को ही बताओ कि सर ऐसा ऐसा कुछ डिले हो रहा है, मुझे नहीं लगता है आई विल बी ऑन टाइम. सो थिंक फास्ट. एंड यू शुड नॉट ऑल्सो बी टू अर्ली. 1 बजे बुलाया है तो 10 बजे 9 बजे से आके बैठना नहीं है वहां पे. 1 बजे बुलाया तो 12:15 12:30 तक ही पहुंचना है आपको. उससे ज्यादा जल्दी नहीं पहुंचना है. वो भी 12:30 क्यों बोल रही हूँ, ताकि you will understand how many people are there waiting in the line to go for the interview, and you can prepare yourself accordingly. If there are too many people, you need not panic. And if there are too many people, you also get first you get to go early for the interview. The next thing is, you need to turn off your mobile. Whenever you are in the interview, you just put it on silent. Don't have to turn off exactly, but turn off is basically, it shouldn't be on silent, so that when you are in an interview, you are not bothered by interview messages. You should not, when you are sitting in that room, waiting room, and waiting for the interview to happen, don't go on Instagram scrolling on reels and watching videos and laughing and all. Don't do that. Wait silently, patiently, prepare, keep preparing, and don't look like you are very what to say, very taking it very casually. The next is body language. Body language is very important. Like I had told you all in the last session, that the way you present yourself. So I was talking about classroom that time, but it's the same wherever you go. You go to a meeting, you go to an interview, you go to meet certain important people, you meet new people, whoever you meet. Your body language plays a very big role in presenting your persona to them. So that perception that is created is something that comes through from the body language. So you need to sit up straight, you need to stand up straight, look interested. You cannot be like, you cannot look lethargic, you cannot be very casual with your attitude, because then they will feel that this, you might not be very casual, but you should not also look very casual, because then what happens is they will feel कि ये person को तो interest ही नहीं है ये session में या यहाँ पे join करने में. So there's no उसको इंटरेस्ट नहीं है तो इसको लेके क्या करना है. हम ऐसे किसी को ले लेंगे जिसको इंटरेस्ट है. So this this your body language plays a very big role. Keep a good eye contact. That doesn't mean that you need to stare into the eyes of the interviewer. You need to look at the person who is asking you the question. When you're answering, you make sure that you're looking at each one who is sitting there and ask. You should not be like look here, look there, look here. Aisa nahi hona chahiye. Look at them. Don't slouch. Slouch is basically you don't, your shoulders should not be down, your face, and don't look like you are a very scared person. Don't lean too much forward towards the interviewer. That is also not a good thing. Do not point while talking. That this pointing with the finger is not a good thing. Do not cross your arms, because crossing your arms makes you look more casual, like disinterested. Don't stare for too long when you're talking, when you're answering, when you are responding to them. I know I told you to have a good eye contact, but that doesn't mean that you keep looking at them. Don't intimidate them thinking ki, okay, this person is something weird, we should not take them. Then do not fidget. That means haath se aise se karna. I know it can be stressful, so you tend to do things like this, but do not do that. Avoid doing that. And don't keep looking around the room. So it's our habit. I know when you go into the room, you want to look what is there inside the room and all everything. So look at the room. I'm not telling you to not look at all, but look when they are not looking, when they are busy looking at the resume, just to look, just to see, get an impression about how the school is or how the institution is. So just keep looking, but only when they are not looking at you. When they are talking at you, that doesn't mean that you will look here and there. The next is the introduction. Introduction is something which is very, very important. Like I had told you earlier, that this is something that you need to focus a lot on. Most questions are always the same. So if you're sitting, when someone approaches you, stand up before and shake your hand. Look them in the eyes and smile and offer a greeting, like it's nice to meet you. You always should do that. Be it your teacher, be it anyone. Somebody is, if you're sitting there, if you're asked to wait in the room and or in the waiting room, and you're sitting there and somebody comes in, they're like, why are you? So stand up and tell them that hello sir, my name is this, I have come here for the meeting or the interview or whatever it is. So greet yourself, make yourself more approachable. This is how you make a first impression in front of those people's eyes. Let's go on to see some statements that you need to make sure that you say all these things when you go for an interview. So first of all, you have to say it like this. Good morning, sir, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Surekha Chidambaranath. I was born and brought up here in Mumbai. Coming to my family, we are 6 members, including me. My father is a retired person now, and my mother is also a retired bank employee. Now, coming to my education qualifications, I have pursued my BA from this college. I have completed my graduation in commerce, while uh, this was I was during my B.Ed. I was nominated for the Rashtrapati Scott Award. This is just a sample. I'm not. This is not something about me. I love to play this particular game, like maybe a badminton, or you are maybe in that regional level. If you have played at any time, if you have never played anything, you need not say about these things. Apart from that, I have completed my certification courses in this. I have done extra courses. I have done extra degrees. I've also worked as a dash for a few months and earned a bit. Then that's all about me. Thank you, sir. So basically, when it comes to introducing me, I will talk about me. I will talk about where I am from. I will talk about my family, how many people are there, and who are those people exactly. I need not talk much about my family, because they might feel that I'm not interested in knowing about your family. Then you need to talk about your educational qualifications. So starting from the highest. So if you've done your masters, then you need to tell about your masters first. Then suppose if I've done my B.Ed, sorry, my M.Ed, then I do not have to tell about my B.Ed until and unless they ask me about it. Like for example, if I've done my M.Com, I will tell that I have done my masters in commerce from this university, and that's it. I do not have to go again to tell about my BCom or my HSC or SSC. When I say that I've done my MCom, it is quite understandable that I have definitely done my SSC and HSC, so it is not necessary to tell it. And if there are certain hobbies that I have, or if I have excelled in co-curricular, so this point that we have here is the co-curricular point. Then this is the extra certification, that if there is anything. And this is my work experience. So that's all about me. So I want y'all to look at the screen and introduce yourself with these points in mind. Come on, who would like to try? This is co-curricular. This is extra certification. Please excuse my handwriting. This is experience. Yes, Shraddha Gupta. Please go ahead. Suppose if I am the interviewer, now you can read and put your name, everything, all the information there. Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Shraddha Gupta. I was born and brought up in Uttar Pradesh. Coming to my family, we are of 5 members, including my husband and mother-in-laws. Now, coming to my education qualification, I am pursuing my B.Ed from Pillai College of Education and Research. I have completed my graduation from Uttar Pradesh, Veer Bahadur Singh Purvanchal University. I love to play badminton, and my hobby is singing and dancing. Apart from that, I have participated in general knowledge competition in my local area. I have in the for 3 times. First 2 times I got first place, and third time I got second place. That's all about me. Thank you for approaching me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shraddha. Anyone else who would like to go ahead and try? See, this is an opportunity that you can, use so that, yes, somebody raised their hand. Okay, so
Ma'am, can I?
yes, before you start, I just wanted to say, so this play thing that you see is only if you have represented playing that particular sport in some level, then you need to talk about that. Nahi to the person, the interviewer might not be interested to know what you you like to play or not. And here you can mention all your family members, uh, like these people. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Anjali Dongre. I was born and brought up in Mumbai. Coming to my family, we are 5 members, including me. I have two brothers. One is a elder and one is a smaller. My father is a driver and my mother is a housewife. Now coming to my education qualification, I'm pursuing my B.Ed from Pillai Education College. I have completed my graduation from SNDT University, and I have also worked in a NGO called Doorstep School. I have 5 years of experience and I have earned a bit from it. That's all about me. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Anjali, for trying. So certain things that I would like to correct with Shraddha and Anjali are some grammatical mistake. Shraddha, you said mother-in-laws, so mother-in-law. You also said younger brother. Okay, not the little one. You have to say elder brother and younger brother. And yeah, anybody else who would like to try? Somebody from Rizvi College? I don't know why the students from Rizvi are so silent. Yes, Mr. Basu.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Tabassum Qureshi. I was born and brought up in Mumbai, 27 December 1986. Coming to my family, we are 6 in family, including my aunt, uncle, and my elder and 2 elder brother. Now coming to my education and qualification, I am pursuing my B.Ed from Pillai College of Research and Education. I have completed my graduation from Mumbai University. I love to play badminton. Apart from that, I have completed my certification courses in MSCT. I have one second, ma'am. I have also worked as an marketing sales executive and as an admin staff in different other companies. That's all about me. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Tabassum. Yes, Raima.
Good evening, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Raima D'Souza. I was born and brought up here in Mumbai itself. Coming to my family, we are 4 members, including me. My father is a businessman and my mother is a teacher. And I have a younger sibling who is in standard 12. Now, coming to my education qualifications, I am currently pursuing my B.Ed from MES's Pillai College of Education and Research. I have completed my graduation from Don Bosco College affiliated with the University of Mumbai. Apart from that, I have also completed my certification courses in Master Excel. I have also worked as a co-event organizer in an event management business. And that's all about me. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Raima. Yes, Ms. Damini.
Good evening, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Damini Singh. I was born and brought up in Mumbai. Coming to my family, we are three members. My mother is a housemaker and elder brother is working in finance company. Now coming to my education qualification, I am pursuing B.Ed from Pillai College of Research and Education, Chembur. I have completed my post graduation in management and completed my BCom from Mumbai University. I have represented my college in on university level on in hurdle runs and the cricket game. Apart from that, I have also completed my certification courses in computer application like Excel and PowerPoint presentation. I have also worked in Computer Institute, Agar Computer Institute, and Anubhav Computer Institute almost 3 years as a computer faculty, and I am currently working as a visiting faculty in some classes. That's all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Damini, for trying. Yes, Priyanka. Yes, Jovita, you are right. It should be homemaker, not housemaker. Yes, Priyanka. Okay, anyone else who would like to try? I'm still wondering why the RISD students are not answering. Althea, would you like to try?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening.
I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Althea. I was born and brought up in Chennai. Coming to my family, we are, we are 4 members, including me. My father is a businessman, and I have an elder brother. Now, coming to my education qualification, I am pursuing my B.Ed from Bristol College of Education. I have completed my graduation from Anna University, Chennai. While doing my graduation, I was nominated as a young scientist from my state. I have represented my college in the international conferences. I love to play basketball and kabaddi, and I have also represented my school and college in state level. Apart from that, I have completed certification courses in ethical hacking and financial analysis. And I have also worked as a teacher for a few years in an international school. I have earned. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Althea. Wonderful hearing about you and your experiences. Anyone else who would like to try? Priyanka, do you want to try?
Sorry, ma'am. First time I actually forgot to unmute myself. Okay,
Okay.
now I am doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Priyanka Hajra. I was born and brought up in Kolkata. Coming to my family, we are 3 members, including me, my husband, and my kid. My father is an ex-serviceman, and my mother is a homemaker. Now coming to my educational qualification. I am pursuing my B.Ed from PCR Chembur now. I have completed my master's in life science from Presidency University, Calcutta. My hobby is drawing, and I have basic knowledge about computer, including Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and PowerPoint. And I regularly updated myself with current affairs and general knowledge. That's all, ma'am.
Thank you so
That's all
much,
about
Priyanka.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, guys, for trying. So I'm happy that you all took this opportunity to try, because this gives you what to say, a chance to overcome that fear that you have when you want to introduce yourself. So you all can keep this in mind, all these things you need to tell when you go for an interview, and share only limited things. Priyanka, you spoke about your family having three members, your husband and your kids. So when you're talking about, when you say three members, your husband and kids, so this section that is there, it has to include what your husband is doing and what your kid is doing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Ma'am, when we're talking about our family, after marriage, what we said, we can say about our husband or because my father-in-law also working, my husband also working. So what should I have to mention
You can
in
mention
my
that
personal detail?
you don't have to mention exactly what they're doing. You can say that my family has three members or five members, and my husband and my father-in-law both are
Mm-hmm.
working. That's it. You don't have to mention where they're working, what they're doing and all. You can just say that these people are working. My mother-in-law is a housewife and I am currently pursuing my BA. That's it.
And I have two kids. This much
Yes.
only.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so moving forward, hi, do you all have any questions? Anything that you all want to ask? Okay, moving ahead. So next, yes,
Jovita here. So I
yes,
had a question. So, we carry our bags also along with us. So I wanted to
yes.
know, say, if there's no room like to actually keep our bags or something, and we are going to the HR to, give their our introduction with,
Yes.
introduction to them. So do we like keep it down, or like how is that?
Yes.
How?
So this is one of the biggest thing that you need to keep in mind. That is, do not carry too many things and do not carry too many thailis that will make noise. So you take one bag. You take a bag where your folder where you keep all the certificates fits in. If even if it doesn't fit in, you carry a handbag and you carry the folder in your hand. If there is no space to keep your bag somewhere aside, you wherever you sit, you keep your bag just near you, so that you know that your bag is safe. If they have a specific room where you can keep your belongings and you know that it is going to be safe there, then you can leave it there. Or it is always good to carry your bag, and if you're sitting in a chair, you can just keep your bag down. But don't be very clumsy when you're keeping your bag and all, because and this clumsiness comes when you have too many things to carry. When you carry your folder in one cover, and you have certain certificates in another cover, and you have your money in another bag, and too many things will just make you more panicky always. So if you are a person who carries a backpack, just put everything in your backpack and then give it to them. If you are a person who carries a handbag, you carry your handbag and you carry a folder, a good folder that you can keep all your documents in. I would suggest always a bag or a handbag or um, a backpack in which you can put your folder in, so that you don't have the fear of leaving it somewhere or losing your documents somewhere. So keeping your bag next to you is okay. You don't have to worry about that. But yes, don't carry too many things with you. Going on to the next part, do not overshare. Now, like I told you earlier, that they might not be interested in knowing. Am I clearly audible? Is there a network issue from my side?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. So they might not want to see, like I told you, you just mention about what you like to play, only when you have played that or represented your school or college or some kind of an institution. Other than that, if I tell them that I like to play badminton, I like to play chess, I like to play uno, all these things are very personal that they don't need to know. Until and unless I have played badminton at a level that I have represented my school or something, or I have played chess for my school or college, then even in the indoor sports में भी अगर खेला है तो भी वो मेंशन करते तो चलेगा. बट अगर नहीं खेला है, कहीं पे जस्ट घर पे कभी ऐसे टाइम पास के लिए खेला है, तो वो सब मेंशन करने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. Never complain about your previous employers, colleagues, or jobs. This is very, very important. Now, if you have been working somewhere, suppose, and you go and go for an interview, and they ask you, why are you leaving that institution? I have heard that institution is very good, and why are you leaving it? So you cannot say, "अरे उधर का जो principal है ना इतना बेकार है, they are very bad, they are so toxic. My life was hell there. They would ask me to come and work at any time, and it was getting too much. It was too much for me. I was getting too stressed about it, and they are not good people. They are this, they are that." Doesn't work, because when they know that you say these things about the previous employer, that means they are very sure that you will talk about them also. So you should never complain about your previous employer, even your colleagues from the old job, no, or the job at all. You should not complain about anything. When they ask you why are you leaving that particular job, you should say for better prospects, or I wanted to explore certain uh, profiles, that I am able, that I get an opportunity here, that is why I'm trying to change my job. Or maybe for I wanted to grow myself financially also, with opportunities also, so I've come here. So like that you can say. Never discuss personal topics like relationship issues, family problems, addictions. You should not say that, okay, so my situation at home is not good. My mother-in-law keeps saying this and that. My husband has these issues. So that is why I want some job which will be clear near to my house, so that whenever there is a problem, I can go back home and I can reach home early, and this and that. So when you share too much of personal information, they feel that, okay, this person is just going to be too chatty, and they'll be just too much involved in their personal issues, so we don't want them. So personal issues you should always keep aside, and your professional life should always be different. In return, you should never be asked questions that could be seen as discriminatory. For example, those on touching religions, race, sexuality, or culture. So you should never ask, and you should also never be asked questions on these particular uh, you know uh, topics like religion, race, and you should always avoid any controversial topic when you're discussing about anything. Like for example, if they ask you, now certainly now uh, there is a big problem going on with religion, and religion being in focus. Like if uh, teachers say that, okay, you're not supposed to say this, or you're not supposed to say that in the class, and it becomes a very big issue. So you should never dwell into any such controversial things. Avoid those things. Just don't get into any kind of problem. And the last thing is show gratitude. Gratitude is basically, you need to thank them for the opportunity that they have given you of showing your skills or talking about yourself. Thank them for asking you to meet them. Thank them for everything. From the time you have you got an opportunity to come showcase your talent, tell them about you. At least you had the opportunity of thinking that, or the chance of thinking that I might get into this job. Whether you get into the job or no, that is not the question. जॉब नहीं मिला इस ये जब तक बोलेगा नहीं कि मेरे को ये जॉब मिला है या नहीं, मैं इसको थैंक यू नहीं बोलूंगी, ऐसा नहीं होता है. Thank them for whatever whatever opportunity they have given you, and that plays wonders for you. So any questions so far about the etiquettes, body language, sharing personal information, gratitude, anything? Any questions?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, my some of certificates are in Kannada language.
Okay.
Shall I show this? No,
Yeah,
no.
if they ask you to show your results and everything, you can of course show it, not a problem at all. That's not a problem, right?
Okay,
Because
ma'am.
you have studied in Kannada, in Karnataka, so you have your certificates in Kannada, so that's perfectly normal, perfectly
Yes.
okay. Don't have to shy away from that. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. In my school days, I have participated in so many of competitions. I got some certificates, some prizes. They are all in Kannada only.
Yeah, not a problem. If they are
Okay.
asking you something, you need to show it to them, not a problem at all. You can just show it to them. That so we also have our mark sheets, some things written in Marathi, but that doesn't stop us. Some things might be in English, right? They can understand that much, so it's okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Any other questions that you all have? Okay, let's move towards the next important topic, which is the dress code. Now, this is something that
Hi.
yes, Raima. Okay. This is something that you people don't take very seriously. You people, in the sense that the generation doesn't take it very seriously, because you all feel that it's okay, you can dress anyhow and go. I know the social media has made us people like, okay, you don't have to take things seriously, but yeah, there are some things that you can take a little bit seriously, so that you can, dress to impress, basically. You don't have to impress them in the negative way. Impress in the sense that you need to show them that, okay, you are eligible for this kind of a job. So I don't think there are any boys here, so it's of no use talking about the men's attire, but still I will tell you all, so that you go and talk about this to your male colleagues or your male friends. So hair has to be neat, professional, no spikes, wearing white shirt or light colored shirt, tie if necessary, a belt should be there, so that you're not, pulling up your pants every now and then. No jewelry or very little jewelry like a ring or anything, that's enough. No bracelets, no heavy Vastav kind of bracelets and chains. Uh, Trimmed nails should be neat, tidy, trimmed. Women can have a little bit long nails, but it has to look nice. It should not be filled with dirt. Then simple formal shoes, dark colored shoes, and dark colored socks. That was for men. Coming to the women, starting with the hair should be nicely, either you tie a pony or a plait, even if it is open. It has to be in a manageable condition. It should not be, ऐसा वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए, and it should not be something that bothers you. Like, it should not be like बार बार तुमको ये करना पड़े, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Your hair should be something that doesn't come between your personality, or between what you are, or between when you are trying to showcase yourself. It should not fall on your face, or it should not cover you. So your hair has to be something that does not become like बार बार ऐसे से करते हैं ना, तो ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए, अरे वो लड़की जो बार बार अपने बाल को हाथ लगाती है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Makeup has to be very limited. That means you don't have to go with your foundation and your moisturizer and 5 levels of makeup. No need. Anything that is very bare minimal is okay. Lipsticks you wear according to whatever shade your skin is, but don't wear too flashy kind of lipsticks, which will, take away your take away attention from your actual personality. So aisa nahi hona chahiye. Your lipstick is something that is catching their eye and not your personality. Limited jewelry, no too much bangles which will make chan 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 noise, no pile and all which will make chan chan noise. Kurta, leggings, whatever you wear, it has to be simple, plain, not too flashy, not something which is very jazzy. It has to be color coordinated. Yes, don't wear anything. कुछ भी मिला डाल दिया, ब्लैक के साथ दूसरा एक कलर कुछ भी डाल दिया, ऐसा नहीं होता है. Just go a little bit well planned for your interview. Then you can wear. So this is basically uh, Indian, what to say, Indian formals. In India, we wear such formal clothes only. But if you are comfortable with a good set of pantsuit, that is also okay. But depending on the school that you're going into, like if you go into an SSC SSC school, and if the teachers there wear only dresses, then I think it would be better you go dressed in a formal, in a kurta, leggings, pants, or whatever it is. But if it's an international board, or if it's some other board where you have seen teachers come in pantsuits, you can always wear a pantsuit, a nice a little loose shirt which is a little longer, so that we are not in a corporate world, so we cannot wear those tight shirts, and blazers not necessary. But anyways, whatever you're wearing has to be nice and airy. It should not make you uncomfortable, because you have to sit, you have to stand, you have to walk, so many things you need to do. So it has to be something which is comfortable. If you all are wearing leggings, make sure you all don't wear very short tops, which makes it awkward for you or others. Then dupatta is something that you should carry only if you are comfortable in. I know for practice teaching, it is compulsory that we make you use a dupatta, because we don't know what the schools do, how the schools work. But for an interview, if you feel that this dupatta might come into, between all that, and you have to carry it. So for me personally, I am not a very dupatta kind of a person. I don't know how to carry a dupatta. So I would avoid wearing a dupatta. So if you are comfortable carrying one, you should definitely carry. If you're not comfortable, you can avoid. Shoes should be formal, non-flashy, and not something that make too much noise. Talk, 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 talk nahi hona chahiye. Chap chap bhi nahi hona chahiye, like those flats which make a lot of noise when you're walking, which can be very irritating, because you might have to walk from one place to another. So that means you need not wear chappals which will make too much noise, or flats which will make too much noise. Also, this is something that is very important, that not only for the interview, but even when you start teaching, we teachers stand a lot. We have to stand throughout the day, sometimes continuously for 2-3 hours. So whenever you buy footwear for you, when you are in a school, when you are a teacher, you make sure you buy something which are very comfortable, which are soft. Even wearing shoe, those Sketcher kind of shoes are very good, because this will help you with your walking and your knee pains. Knee pains are something that you will definitely get. So shoe are, if you are a person who is comfortable wearing shoes, you should go for shoes. So that's it about dressing to impress. So any questions about the attire? Yes. Any doubts? Any questions? Okay,
No, ma'am.
let's move ahead to the next most important part, which is the basic interview questions. So these are some of the basic interview questions that you can be asked. We already did tell me about yourself. The next is the strengths and the weakness. So basically, you need to note down what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. So you cannot say that my weakness is that I work a lot. I do, we are not, what to say, we are going to be very polite when we, introduce ourselves. We are not going to boast about ourselves. So think about, if you feel that you don't have a weakness, you don't have to tell. But if you feel that okay, kuch to bolna padega, to just say that thoda time management, I need to work on my time management. But strengths, you can say any strengths, but weakness, just stick to time management or something very basic, which makes sure, which tells them that okay, it's not a big deal. These things are okay. Chota mota cheez, chota mota weakness, we can understand. We are human beings. We definitely have weaknesses, but we should not tell them our biggest weaknesses. We should just tell them chota mota sa. Why do you want this job? This is something that they will definitely ask. Now we cannot say, "Arey, paise ke liye job chahiye yaar." I know there are so many reels going on saying that, paisa chahiye, isliye job chahiye. But that is something very basic. That is true also, but still you should not say that. Think about a perfect answer for that. Like maybe I have heard about this institution a lot, and I have always wanted to work in an institution which, has a good reputation. And along with reputation, it also gives teachers an opportunity to grow. That's why I feel this is an ideal job for me. Like that, you can say something. Where would you like to be in your career in 5 years from now? So you can say that I would like to be a senior teacher, or I would like to do my master's, or whatever it is. What's your ideal company? You can say, you can think about all these questions. So just screenshot and keep this with you, so that you have a set of questions that you need to prepare on. What attracted you to this company? Why should we hire you? What did you like least about your last job? See, why should we hire you is something that many organization organizations ask. Like, what is so different about you that I should hire you and not the other person who is sitting outside? So you need to think about something that makes you different. And if you don't have something different, there is still time to make you different from the others. So work upon yourself. What did you like least about your last job? I know I told you that you should not talk negatively about your last job. So you need to talk about things like, maybe my growth had become, what to say, uh, stable. I was not able to grow more, and I was not getting enough opportunities to grow. So maybe that's why things that will not show too much negativity about the previous company. When were you most satisfied in your job? So all these are questions that you can, these are very personal questions. What can you do for us that other candidates can't? What are your responsibilities of your last position? Why are you leaving your present job? What do you know about this industry? What do you know about your company, our company? Are you willing to relocate? Sorry. Are you willing to relocate, and do you have any questions for me? So are you willing to relocate if the school is somewhere out of Mumbai, and if you feel that you are ready for that job, or if you are ready for that thrill and adventure, go for it. uh, do you have any questions for me? Like I told you, when they ask you this question, you can ask them about their work etiquettes, their work culture, their work timings, then their leave policy, and that all. Those are the things that you can ask. Don't ask too many personal questions also, so which makes you look a little negative. Too many questions also will, just ask one or two questions, and if you don't have any questions, just leave it like that. So that's it for today. Any questions that you all have? Any doubts, any questions, any things that you feel that I have not covered enough, that you feel that I need to look upon a little bit more? Anything like that?
Ma'am,
Yes.
if they ask what about your experience, if we are not have any experience, what we have to tell?
So if you are a newbie, if you are a person who has not worked, they will not ask you about your experience, your previous job experience. They know that you are a fresher, so they will not ask you that question. They will only ask you about your experience only if you have worked in an organization like this.
Ma'am, I went to Vibgar school. They asked me,
Because
though they know I am fresher.
you were teaching in a school, right?
No, ma'am. Only home tuition I have.
Okay. So normally they are not supposed to ask this question to a fresher about their experience about teaching, or they might have asked you about your internship experience. So if it is an internship experience, you can say about you had a wonderful time, with your during your internship. I learned certain things. I learned to be more patient. I learned to be more creative with my lessons. All these things you can tell. Until and unless you tell them that you have an experience, they will not ask you about your experience. That is what basically I was trying to say.
Okay. To answer
Yes.
to that question, see, when you
Sorry.
go for an interview, they do ask a question about your experience. In today's time, when you go for an interview, they do ask questions about your experience because today we have a lot of international schools around where there is no need of doing your B.Ed and teaching. It looks only for your competence.
Correct.
So the courts and IB does not recognize the Indian B.Ed. So you can just teach with your degree. So they do ask a question. So there are a lot of people who have been teaching, then they decide to do B.Ed. So such questions they do ask.
Yeah, that's what. So they will ask you this question only if you have had an experience. Like for example, I cannot ask you, how was the food before I even serve you the food, or if you have ever tasted food in that particular restaurant. I cannot ask you to give feedback for a particular restaurant until and unless you have had food there, right? So it's like that. So until and unless you have mentioned it somewhere that you have had teaching experiences, they will not ask you about your teaching experience because it's something new, right? Yes, but they will definitely ask you about your internship related, because since you have said that you have done your internship, that is why they might have asked you. But when they ask you about your experience in a particular this, so this is something very what to say, very personal. Like what kind of experience I have had in during my internship or during my work, this that is something very personal. But you need to always come up with certain positive points, like I told you that you can tell about, I learned a lot from during my internship. I learned a lot from the teachers. I observed their lessons. I learned how to manage the class. I learned how to make lessons more interesting. I did certain courses which helped me understand how I can make my lesson more interesting. All these are things that you can say when you are a fresher. But for a fresher, like I think that was Althea that was answering. That was yes. So like she said, until and if you, so there are many people who go on to teach and then they do their B.Ed. They might have done some other course, or they might have not done anything and they just go into teaching and then they come back. So when you show it in your resume that you have worked in this school for this period, they will definitely ask you how was your experience working in this particular school. Any other questions that you all have?
Ma'am, I had a question.
Yes.
So if they ask you what is your salary expectations, so what are we
Yes.
supposed to say? Are we supposed to give a range, or how does that work?
Okay. So like in the first step I had told you about doing a research. So you need to do a research about how much salary is given to a fresher and how much salary is given to a person with your qualification, so that when you go into the school you can ask them, or you can tell them that this is my expected salary. Like for a fresher, normally in ICSE schools they definitely don't give anything less than 20 to 25 ke beech mein they give. So if you know that you if you are a fresher, and you can definitely expect anything between 20 to 25, anything higher is definitely good. So you can get, you don't have to say exactly that much. You can say okay, between 20 to 25 or 25 to 30, whatever is your expected, but do not go without a research. You cannot go in for an interview without any research and say that I want 40. That is what I have heard, that these schools give 40. So because every school does not work in the same way. Like for example, schools like Orchids, they give you around 20 to 25, somewhere between 20 to 25. And schools like some SSC boards, they will hardly give you 10 or 12 or 15. Or and some schools which are a little bit more, what to say, they Oberoi and Ambani schools and all, they will give you more higher salary, because the kind of work that they do and their expectations is more higher, so their salary will be a little bit more. So that's why I told you all that do a little research on what is the salary that is given in the market, that like the market structure you need to understand a little before you go in for a interview. Or if you feel that uh, you know uh, uh, before they ask you about your salary expectation, you can ask them about what kind of salary do you all give to a fresher, then that is also okay. But you just need to ask it with more confidence and a bit politeness. uh, I hope that answer was okay. But yes, research is something that you need to do a little. You can ask your friends, go on to Google, LinkedIn, just find out what kind of salaries are given to teachers in that particular school. Anything else that you would like to ask?